Hey guys, Wayne here. So how to start social media marketing as a chef. If you're a chef who wants to actually do something bigger other than just working in a restaurant, you want to put your name out there in social media. But if you watch all these videos in YouTube, how to market yourself, how to start your social media marketing, all those stuff, it kind of feel like it's not targeted towards culinary experts just like you guys. If you're a chef who is ready to put your name out there, you want to be on social media, you want to do something bigger, you want to be our personal chef, you want to create courses, you want to create workshops, classes, you want to engage with people, you want to sell something, you want to create a secondary income source, this video is for you. And when you think about social media marketing, you always have this there's so much things to do. Oh, taking videos, taking pictures is so hard. So I made it extremely simple for you guys. I break it down into 4 steps. So you follow these 4 steps, you will do the minimum basic in order for you to get started in social media marketing. The first step is you need to choose what to sell. There are mainly 3 things that you can sell as a chef is a service, which is like personal chef or food stylist and stuff like that, professional services. Second is products. So it can be physical products, it can be a digital products. Third one is attention. So the point of building a personal brand and doing a social media marketing is actually to create an attention. But there are 2 types of attention. For example, you're doing a comedy, you're doing entertainment content, a cooking show, for example, contents that most of the public watch. If you're going for that, you're building a brand that requires a massive amount of attention. And the other types of attention is creating a small audience that you mainly solve problem for. For example, so in my case, teaching chefs how to create videos so that they can put their name out there in social media. I'm not teaching chefs how to cook. I'm teaching chefs how to make videos so that they can put their name out there more effectively. This kind of topic is not for everybody. And this topic is not for every chefs. This kind of topic, I need a small amount of audience. I'm not trying to build a massive audience. I'm trying to find a very small pie of this whole chef's industry and I'm trying to solve the specific problem for them. So this is the second type of attention that you're going to create with your personal brand. The next step is you gotta pick a platform. Once you choose what to sell, now you have a rough idea of who you're going to offer that products to. So you gotta pick a platform based on your target market and your audience, because every platforms have different types of audience, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, for example, and LinkedIn. This is what I actually realized doing YouTube and social media for this last 2 years. They all have very different characteristics of audience. In my opinion, YouTube is the most mature version of social media. When you create organic content, when you create resources, when you create helpful, valuable contents in YouTube, there are a lot of people who find those contents valuable, right? People are on YouTube mostly to entertain themselves or to learn something. That is the 2 biggest purpose of people being on YouTube. But the other way around, in TikTok, I think in my experience, most people are immature, they're not knowledgeable, they're only there to waste their time, consume contents that doesn't even last 15-30 seconds. If you look at the quality of the audience in TikTok, I felt that, this place is not an ideal place where business owners can sell their products or services to. It obviously works, but the point I'm trying to make is, for example, if you reach million people, same condition, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, the conversion rates in YouTube will be most likely to be higher than TikTok. Because as I mentioned, YouTube has more people who are trying to learn stuff. They don't have much people who are trying to criticize and just leave hateful comments to random people. There are people like that, but comparatively to TikTok, there are less. So when you pick a platform, definitely recommend YouTube other than the other 2. The results might show slower than Instagram and TikTok, but if you're offering something professional, services or products, I recommend you being on YouTube rather than Instagram or TikTok. But ultimately, you have to be in every social media, in every platform. When you're first starting out, I recommend you being on YouTube. The third step is choose how to engage. So once you pick a platform, now you have few different ways on how to engage with your audience. The first basic method is posting organic contents, like what I do on my YouTube and TikTok and my Instagram, and giving them a lot of helpful resources, showing them about what I think about on specific topic. It can be my workflow, it can be something that I do really well. Posting organic content is one of the most basic ways to engage with your audience. The second way is running your paid ads. So once you choose a platform, then now you can choose to create a video or advertising content and run a paid ad, which you're paying Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube to show show your contents to a certain amount of people, depending on how much you pay, and you're paying for the traffic, you're paying for the awareness, you're paying for the engagement. This is something that you also must do. Ultimately, when you're first starting out, I definitely recommend creating organic contents first, and then once you build a sophisticated amount of audience, then I recommend you to run paid ads after that. The third one is reaching out, like cold emails, cold DMs, cold SMS, like stuff like that. And in my opinion, also this method is something that you must do after you build enough with your organic contents, because there are certain things that work better once you have this basic criteria. And this organic contents is one of the basic criteria in social media marketing. Once you pick a platform and you choose how to engage with your audience, like the method, the last step is to max out the volume as much as possible. So if you're creating organic content, you gotta max out the contents that you're posting out there. If you're running paid ads, you gotta max out the ad budget as much as possible. If you're reaching out, you gotta max out the amount of cold DMs or cold emails that you're sending. The way I'm doing right now is I post one YouTube video per week, and I create 7 to 8 or sometimes 10 short contents out of that one video, and I have 4 videos in 1 month, so I roughly have about 30 to 35 video reels that's created from those YouTube videos per month. And that's what I'm doing right now. And once I optimize the workflow, I learn how to reduce my work time on that routine. And now I'm also planning on creating some other contents too, maximizing my productivity and the volume of content that I'm creating out there. So it's very important to start first and then do as much as possible. Spend a lot of time creating one video. When you first start out, you're gonna spend like a week to create one video. Do that in the beginning. It's very important to have a mindset and a behavior that you don't stop doing it. It's gonna be easier and easier, and eventually you're gonna be faster and faster creating one video. And eventually you're gonna take a few hours to make one video, right? Once you do that, then now you move on to the next step, which you optimize the workflow, you increase the volume. Once you keep spending your whole day, your whole week, whole month on creating content, you will feel like, oh, I need to reduce my time doing this without decreasing the volume that I'm putting out there. At that point, you will find a way to make the productivity on a max level. So me personally, the tools that I use to create my contents out there, so for the video editing tools, I use DaVinci Resolve and Final Cut Pro. I'm also trying to find the most ideal workflow that can save my time. So I started with Final Cut Pro, which is perfect for data management when it comes to creating contents. And now I kind of want to add more of like animations and graphic design. So I'm switching to DaVinci Resolve, which I'm also trying to figure out the ideal workflow and the data management, like the media management system that I can implement onto the software. So honestly, if you are curious about what kind of video editing software that you gotta use, I recommend DaVinci Resolve because it's 100% free. You can use on Windows, you can use on Mac, doesn't really matter. And you're starting out, definitely recommend DaVinci Resolve. You can cut and edit, media management, you can color grade, create graphic design, animation, on the same software. Where the other softwares like Final Cut Pro and Premiere Pro, you gotta use a separate softwares to create animation and graphic designs, which is like for Apple, that's Motion, and for Adobe, that's After Effects. So when you use DaVinci Resolve, you don't really have to worry about those kind of things. You can actually focus on creating contents. The only reason why I love to use Final Cut Pro is because of the media management. If you're a chef, you would agree, organization is the most important thing when you actually work on something. You cannot just dump everything in a Canva, dump everything in a litter container and just put it everywhere without any labels, right? So media management is the same thing. When you create videos, it's very important to where you put your original files, where you put your project files and how to label them, where you put all these additional resources, your music files, your sound effects, your B-rolls, all those stuff. You gotta know how to label those properly and manage those media properly. And that is the whole point of being good at creating videos. And once you create those videos from the tools, you need a tool to plan all your content on social media in every different platforms. The reason for that is because you cannot spend your whole day on your Instagram or TikTok or on YouTube just uploading contents, right? It's gonna take too long. When you upload your content and when you're on your phone the whole day, mostly you're gonna take similar amount of time that you're gonna edit your video. So I don't want you to spend too much time on just uploading content. That's a waste of time. So you need a tool, you need a software so that you can plan out your social media contents on a monthly basis or a weekly weekly basis. That's what I do. So for now, today is August 28th. My Instagram and TikTok and YouTube contents are fully loaded until September 30th. And right now I'm working on the October content. So I'm basically 1 month ahead. So when I plan all those contents in the software, I only have to spend like an hour or 2 hours just planning and writing all these copies and descriptions. 1 hour, like 2 hours, that's it. So that software I use Metricool. I think is the best software out there that lets you plan all your content on social media. I definitely recommend using that software. So if you're a chef who wants to learn how to create contents and make videos and how to edit videos, how to market your brand, how to build a personal brand, how to market your products or services, I created an educational program for culinary experts just like you guys, Business Chef Academy, where I teach all the chefs and experts on how to create their personal brand, how to create video content, and how to market their products, and how to create their first online business, and how to put their name out there more effectively with videos. So if you're one of them, there's a link down below where you can join the waitlist for Business Chef Academy. I'll see you guys there. If you guys have any questions regarding social media marketing, comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.